If you are autistic, or if you have a trauma history, you need to be doing these two things: resting or tasking. What you should not be doing is freezing. And here's why. Freezing can look like decision avoidance. It can look like rejecting resources that are in front of you. This can be dangerous for many reasons. However, those of us with a trauma history or with autism probably know that there is another type of freezing. And that's when you worry in your downtime. Worrying is not a neutral action. It spends your energy. Your body is more tense, your mind is more exhausted, and you end up with less energy than you had when you started. So is it any wonder that your executive function turns off after freezing? You'd think the worry would lead to problem solving and tasking, but you'd be wrong. It depletes your energy reserves. Your downtime was meant to refuel your energy, but now you had less than before. At that point, what do you need? Of course, you need rest. So your mind shuts off. Problem solving can't happen and executive function can't run. So now you may know more about why you shouldn't freeze, but what should you do about it? Take one actionable step, think less, and actually rest. Of course, we know that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but this is something you need to apply to everyday life. Instead of worrying about the whole problem, think about the first step. The smaller, the better. You can set a time goal to work on the problem for 15 minutes and then take a break. For example, choosing your next career move is a daunting, huge problem. But spending 15 minutes describing your likes and dislikes to ChatGPT is an actionable first step. For those of us with autism, especially with a trauma history, we need to make executive functioning easier. One way to do this is by thinking less. Get into routines and habits that take the thinking out of decisions. Make certain times of day trigger certain actions from you, such as, when I get up, I'll start by throwing a load of clothes in the washing machine or loading the dishwasher. Then, executive tasks are done on autopilot without wasting your energy thinking about them. Lastly, get away from critical people and actually rest when you are tired. You need downtime during the day, not just sleep, to recharge. If you feel guilty when resting, understand that resting is your nervous system's way to refuel. Therefore, it is a logical choice to really rest, even when you have tasks on your plate. Thank you for listening.